Okay, now that I've shown my dominance over the god skin, it's time to get back on track on our main quest, getting all of the runes for the Servant of Rot build. And the last one we need is the Shining. So that was first on the objective to get done. The rune was in the Seathwater cave, so I had to take a couple steps in order to get there. First, we had to go back to the academy. Then we had to take that portal that takes us to the Volcano Manor. And then I had to go fight the boss from there. And then from there, I'm into the Seathwater River. And then from there, I go to, yeah, it's a whole lot of steps. And to top it all off, the boss was a weak piece of... So I literally just ended up beating him with my fist, but we actually got it done. The incantations you get from the spell is nothing crazy. Funny thing is, after you defeat him, there's a portal that takes you to the Lake of Rot, and obviously that's supposed to transition you from getting that room into getting the last room. But as you know, we already fought the boss, and we already got the last room that we needed. So technically, I did it not backwards, but I did it out of order. But you know, it's all right. It didn't tell me to do it in order, so it's okay. And now we're finally back to where it all ended. Not started, ended. I'm about to go into the Eternal City so we can do Ronnie's quest, because that's the I wanna do the Ronnie ending. Yeah, so that is our mission right now. We must follow our queen's request. Okay, so for the Eternal City, the beginning area with all the buildings, nothing changed. It was the exact same as the base game. But when we get to the open area, there's a little surprise for us. They brought the Mimic Tear over here now. And look at this, look at this. He thinks he's me. There can only be one Luffy now. So I had to get rid of him. I had to get him gone. This is the wannabe Luffy. This is the fat version. So after using my Conqueror's Haki on him, he passed out in an instant. We got to the spot where the Mimic Tear is actually supposed to be at, but instead there's a whole new boss. Mystic Bear had a cool design to him, but you know, as per usual, I was too strong for his ducktail, so gave him that work, and I felt pity for him, so I pulled out my fist and I started beating his brakes off him. But low-key, my Scarlet Rot was just carrying me. The bear didn't give us nothing too special, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting to get anything special, so that's all right. Okay, now we're getting to the stuff that the mod added. So on the left, there's a whole new spot you can explore now. It was nothing special though. All it did was just allow you to get to the hidden treasure faster. So instead of having to go around with all the dream guys, you just cut this left and then you can travel through there. And it was a new weapon, the Midnight Dagger. And it had the skill of Assassin's Gambit. Now I don't know how useful that's going to be for me, since usually I just tank, but there might be some useful situations where I might need to pop this. Next up, we have the boss that's standing in between me and my treasure, and it was a magic spammer. Luckily enough, I did a lot of damage as per usual, so I got rid of her pretty quick. But just like with the bear, I felt a little sorry for how much damage I was doing, so I switched to the Gambit. I switched to the Midnight Dagger, and then I started slicing. Now with her out the way, we have finally obtained our hidden treasure for Ronnie. But we are not done yet in the Eternal City. We still got the other side that we haven't gone to, which leads to more bosses and more exploration. So you know we got to go there. I really like that the mod shows a lot of love to the underground area, because most of the underground area is kind of vast. It's like very much like a wasteland. There's not a whole lot, especially with like the Lake of Rot, for example. It's kind of just a bunch of nothing. But the mod adds so many like preset buildings. It just gives it more life, and it makes it way more fun to like, explore. That's like one of the biggest things. Like my biggest enjoyments with this mod so far is just the pure things that they add. It gives a whole new exploration to the new area, well, to the same area, that makes it feel new. Now over here is completely different. So there's these blue crystals that you can interact with, and they create a bridge so you can travel on the different islands. Well, I guess mini islands, they're not full islands. And I also found a new sword that was actually kind of nice. Even though I didn't have it upgraded, it was still pretty cool looking, and it did a decent amount of damage as well for like not being even leveled up once. It has frost buildup and it does lightning damage, so I kind of like it a lot. This might not be a bad weapon to main, not upgrade and use. And now we are on to the boss fight, and this was a pretty fun one, so I'm low-key just going to let it play out. Now that was a good fight. Hey, the way the Spirit Shifter was moving, they gave him the Father Owl moveset. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of it. Like, the only moves we really got to see was him going into the owl and then coming out, but he didn't even do no like gigantic swing after it. One thing I will say about the fight is I definitely wish he would have like his attack moves were faster. I feel like his moves was just a little bit too slow. I feel like they should have had like a little bit of speed behind him, like a 20% more increase in speed maybe or so, just to like feel like, so you actually feel a threat, because he was attacking way too slow. So after defeating the shapeshifter, there was a coffin in the back of the spawn, and it ended up taking us to the deep root depths. So that's going to be our next objective. Actually, no. After we go talk to Ronnie, this is going to probably be our next objective. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching the video. We got more in store. I can't wait. I'm high-key having too much fun on this mod. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just so fun. Like, I love Elden Ring, and it's like I'm playing Elden Ring again for the first time, low-key, even though I know I keep saying it, but it's real. It's true. All right, that's enough glazing.